If you've got a love for tech and you're that person who actually enjoys figuring out what's wrong with a broken gadget, well, your next big business idea might literally be in the palm of your hand. Today, we're going to lay out the whole Mzansi roadmap for turning that skill into a real successful business. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's kick things off with a big number. 41 million. Get this, that's how many people use smartphones in South Africa. Now that isn't just a random statistic, that's your market. We're talking 41 million potential customers whose gadgets are gonna break or glitch out or just need a new battery. Every single one of them is an opportunity. Now, let's connect that to this number, 33%. With unemployment sitting around there, splashing out on a brand new phone is just not an option for so many people. And that right there makes affordable, trustworthy repair services an absolute necessity. See, you're not just fixing a screen, you're keeping someone connected to their job, their family, their whole world. So the big question is, how do we actually turn all this potential into a business that works? Well, our roadmap today has 5 key stops. First, we'll dive into why the Mzansi opportunity is so huge right now. Then, we'll get practical with setting up your shop. After that, we'll talk about winning over customers for the long run and how to grow beyond that very first repair. And we'll wrap it all up with a quick FAQ round. All right, first up, the Mzansi repair opportunity. Seriously, why is now the perfect time to get started? Well, when you mix millions of essential devices with some tough economic times, you create what's basically a perfect storm for the repair industry. The demand for technicians who are skilled and, just as importantly, trustworthy has never, ever been higher. I mean, think about it. It doesn't matter if you're in the heart of a big city or a small town, the problems are exactly the same. Cracked screens, batteries that die by lunchtime, weird software bugs, these are the everyday headaches that drive people crazy. And every single one of those headaches is a job waiting for you. It's what fuels this entire business. And what's really cool is that this kind of business is about way more than just making a profit. Every time you fix a device, you're fighting e-waste. You actually become a hero in what's called the circular economy. Extending the life of tech, saving people money, and doing something good for the planet. It's a win-win-win. So, you see the opportunity, right? It's huge. Now for part 2, setting up your shop. This is where the dream starts to get real. We're talking about building that solid foundation, from getting your legal ducks in a row all the way to setting up your actual workspace. Let's break it down into 4 must-do first steps. 1. Get your business registered with the CIPC. That's the Companies and Intellectual Property Commission. It's mostly online and pretty straightforward. 2. Get your local trading license and your SARS tax certificate. Trust me, you want to be above board from day 1. 3. Pick your spot, your location, which is a huge decision we'll talk more about in a second. And 4. Gear up with the right tools. Nail these 4 and you are off to a fantastic start. Okay, location. This is a massive strategic choice. You could go for an urban hub like Sandton, right? You'll get tons of people walking by, but man, that rent is going to be high. On the flip side, you could set up in a township market, somewhere like Soweto. Your overheads will be way lower and you'll be tapping into a massive community that's often totally underserved. It all comes down to who you want to be a hero for. Now, let's talk tools. This is what's going to separate you from the amateurs. You've got to invest in a good set of precision screwdrivers and a quality micro-soldering kit. And for parts, you've basically got 2 main plays. You can use local suppliers like Gadget Parts SA when you need something fast, or you can buy in bulk from places like Alibaba to really bring your costs down. A mix of both is usually the smartest move. All right, moving on to Chapter 3, Winning with Customers. So your shop's all set up, you've got your shiny new tools, but your long-term success, that's going to come down to how you handle your pricing, your marketing, and, most of all, the actual people who trust you with their devices. When it comes to pricing, one word is key: transparency. Here in South Africa, trust is absolutely everything. So don't just throw out a single number. Break it down for them. Show them, look, this is what the screen costs, this is my charge for the work, and this is my small profit. Being that honest builds an incredible amount of trust and makes people feel like you're giving them a fair deal. For marketing, you need what I call a high-tech, high-touch game plan. Let's start with high-tech. A Google My Business profile is, and I'm serious here, completely non-negotiable. It's free. When somebody nearby pulls out their phone and searches for phone repair near me, you have to be the first name that pops up. It's essential. And now for the high-touch side. Never, ever forget the power of the community. Go talk to the local spaza shops. Ask if you can leave some flyers. Reach out to Stockvilles and offer a group discount. This is how you build a real, rock-solid reputation on the ground, where that face-to-face trust means everything.
Which brings me to this. Word of mouth is still the king. It's your most powerful marketing weapon, period. So encourage it. Actively reward people for sending their friends your way. A simple R50 off their next repair can turn a happy customer into your #1 salesperson. It's a no-brainer.
Okay, on to Chapter 4, Beyond the First Repair. So you've mastered the basics, you've got customers coming in, now what? It's time to think bigger. A really successful business doesn't just survive day to day. It grows, it diversifies, and it becomes a real pillar in the local tech scene. So how do you grow? You diversify your money-making streams. Start selling good quality refurbished phones, but make sure you offer a warranty. That builds trust. You can partner with insurance companies to become one of their official repair centers, and definitely stock essential accessories. With load shedding, a good power bank isn't just nice to have, it's a necessity and an easy sale. You could even offer little training workshops to become known as the go-to tech expert in your area. And now for our final chapter. Let's do a little quick-fire FAQ round. I'm going to hit some of the most common questions that people have just before they're ready to take that first big step. First up, the big one, the question everyone wants to know. How much cash do you actually need to get this thing off the ground? What's the real startup cost? Well, believe it or not, you could get going for as little as 10,000 Rand, especially if you start out as a mobile repair service working from home. That keeps your costs super low. Now, if you want a proper shop front with all your tools and your first batch of parts, you're probably looking closer to the R50,000 mark. Next question. Do you need a fancy degree? A wall full of certificates hanging up behind you to prove you know what you're doing? Here's the deal. Formal qualifications are not a must. But, and this is a big but, your hands-on technical skill is absolutely non-negotiable. Your ability to do a great job is your qualification. Use amazing online resources like iFixit, take some local courses, and never stop learning. That's what people are really paying you for. You see, starting a gadget repair business here in South Africa, it's about so much more than just making money. It's a chance to solve a real, everyday problem for your community, to help reduce e-waste across the country, and to build something valuable that could last for years. It's a real legacy. So the roadmap is right here. The opportunity is absolutely massive. The only real question left is, are you ready to be the one who turns all those broken devices into brand new opportunities? The tech future of your community could literally be in your hands. Thanks for joining me.